Now on 4 News Now at 6, the Battle of the Bees is back in the Spokane Arena. We are live with why this year's tournament is about more than just basketball.
It has been a soggy Wednesday across the inland Northwest, but the wet weather won't be around much longer. I'll let you know when the rain will taper off in your First Alert forecast.
And Eastern Washington University is replacing a more than 60-year-old dorm. We'll show you how the new building will give students more privacy and when it's set to open. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Well, let's begin with a live look at the Spokane Arena, where the top 2B and 1B boys and girls teams are going head-to-head in this year's state championship. And while every team here has its eyes on winning it all, this year's tournament is about something bigger than basketball. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. The community is honoring the life and legacy of longtime Colfax coach Reese Jenkins. He died on Friday after being diagnosed in December with pancreatic cancer. Coach Jenkins led the Bulldogs for 18 years and even played in State B when he was in high school.
And his legacy lives on with 2 of his kids playing in this year's tournament. Our Angela Hara is live inside the arena for us tonight. So Angela, how is the basketball community coming together to support this family?
Dozens of fans were wearing purple today. That's the color of pancreatic cancer awareness. And some of the fans tell me that it was important, sure, to support the team, but also to bring the community together. Today, the Colfax community once again showing its strength, wearing purple to honor the boys' coach Reese Jenkins, who passed away, and cheer on his daughter Allie, a freshman guard playing in this morning's game.
They've been through a lot emotionally, and what they did is come out and battle every single game, and to get here for them is just a huge accomplishment this year.
On Friday, the day her dad died, Allie put up 41 points, and while just stepping on the court today made it another inspiring performance. Allie finished with 19 points, giving it her all. Her teammates tell me she's only missed 1 practice and remains strong.
She definitely plays for him every day, all the time. She has accomplished so much, and he would be so proud of her.
Colfax high schoolers have been supporting the coach and his family all season long.
Beginning of the season, when we had everyone really rallying around the Jenkins family, it was powerful, especially when we had the all-purple out night.
The other team honored them as well. The Adna Pirates cheerleaders also wore purple shirts, and after the game, each player gave Allie Jenkins a flower in what was her final game of the season. And even though the Bulldogs did lose by 25 points today and their season did come to an end, they told me that coach would be proud of them for staying strong. Live in Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
Thank you so much, Angela.
Let's send it over now to Sports Director Jack Wallace, who is also live courtside.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun going on so far here. Lots of big games, Spokane Arena all day. We just talked about the Colfax girls earlier on. Lots of fun, though. We have the first sort of leg of games coming up. We're going to get to those right now with that Colfax girls game. They're the 10 seed playing up against the 7 seed Adna Pirates. That game was earlier on at 10:30 this morning. Allie Jenkins and her Colfax Bulldogs in their run to the state tournament, like you heard with Angela, 52-30, the final. Jenkins leading the way again with a 19-point performance. Next at 12:15 came the Reardon Screaming Eagles, who rode out great defense to advance over Raymond South Bend. Tenise Waters, phenomenal game. 25 of Reardon's 43 points in the 6-point win. Davenport Gorillas wrapping up that side of the bracket, advancing over Mount Vernon Christian after a 25-point performance from Glenna Soliday, featuring 4 made three-pointers and climbing out of an early 7-1 hole. The Gorillas play the 2-seeded Northwest Christian Crusaders tomorrow in our only 2B girls game, featuring 2 local schools. So a lot of fun as we slowly advance through this tournament. Again, today is the round of 12. We have the Freeman fans getting all excited, the Freeman cheerleaders over on the court. It's halftime right now between the Freeman Scotties, and looking at the score right now against Navavine Tigers, it's 26-16. Freeman's come out of the gates absolutely blasting in this one. They scored most of all the final points of this first half. Tremendous play from them, trying to get an upset as the 10 seed in this 2B boys tournament. Could be a ton of fun. We're going to catch y'all later up in the show talking about a special sit-down interview we have with Graham Egate today about all things Kings Gonzaga, getting ready for the WCC tournament in just a few days ahead. Can't wait for that one. Y'all don't want to miss it. Reporting in Spokane Arena, I'm Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, Jack, thank you. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining us now.
A lot of energy just across the street there, Chris, and it doesn't look like the rain stopped anybody from showing up.
No, and it will be a soggy walk to the car. They may have to jump a few puddles. Take a look at our sky cam across the street to the Numerica Veterans Arena, and you can still see it is still raining here in downtown Spokane right now, and will continue off and on, although the intensity has decreased quite a bit. It was really coming down earlier. Here's a look at our Doppler radar. Most of the heavier precipitation has moved to the east and also moving to the south, but we see along I-90 some spots where it is raining more heavily around Post Falls. Also further to the north, north of Meade, as we head toward Diamond Lake, and points to the north, some heavier rain there. Anything showing up in those yellows and reds. The Piome Prairie getting some good solid rains. Things definitely tapering off in parts of Adams County and into Whitman County, although we're still seeing some heavier rain from Rosalia down towards Oakdale and then further north up around Latah. A broader view on our Doppler radar, we have a definite back edge to this precipitation, and it is moving towards Spokane. So as people are beginning to leave the arena, the odds of getting soaked have already decreased, but will continue to do so. By 7 o'clock tonight, we're only at a 20% chance of measurable rain. Sprinkles, a little bit higher chance than that, but then we're down to 0 heading into what looks to be a pretty nice Thursday. I'll be back with that in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Emergency crews searched the Spokane River this afternoon following reports of people jumping over the railroad bridge near Gonzaga University. The fire department says by the time they arrived, one man had already made it to shore and was taken to the hospital. Crews searched downstream for any other potential victims but didn't find anyone else. The scene was cleared about an hour later.
A man is in custody now for allegedly shooting at another man and a dog in Spokane Valley this morning. Investigators say it happened on East Cowley Avenue between North Long Road and North Green Acres Road around 5 in the morning. And we have some video from the scene. Deputies say 30-year-old Tyler Peterson got into that argument with the victim before shooting him. The victim got into that argument and was shot. The gunman left before deputies arrived. They later detained a man at a separate location, but as of now, no arrests or charges have been announced. Deputies also say a dog was found dead at the scene and appeared to have been shot. The victim was taken to the hospital. No word yet on his condition.
Well, the Spokane Valley City Council voted last night to ban the sale of kratom within city limits. Kratom is a substance that's sold in powder, liquid, and pill forms. It's classified as a drug by the FDA, and health experts say it has opioid-like effects, with some even calling it gas station heroin. The city of Spokane also voted to ban the substance on Monday.
Nearly 200 miles in a state line separated two little boys until they received the same diagnosis, leukemia. Rylan is from Hayden and Isaac lives in Tri-Cities. Both boys were diagnosed with cancer within a few months, and they met inside a classroom at Sacred Heart Hospital for Children. Through the hospital halls and a special summer camp for kids fighting cancer, their friendship grew stronger.
They definitely treat each other like brothers, which is so fun to see. Like, they just tease each other and joke with each other.
And this is a big year for these boys, hoping to complete their treatment and be cancer-free. How their friendship is helping them heal, tomorrow on 4 News Now at 6.
Both Iran and the U.S. say they're ramping up combat efforts as the White House says we're still in the early days of this conflict.
And still ahead, what the Secretary of Defense says is the focus of the next phase of combat. And this conflict is already causing the price of gas to skyrocket. But it's not just at the pump. We'll show you how it could impact the cost of everyday items.
And it's a tradition that crosses states and even countries to honor firefighters who died in the line of duty. How one Coeur d'Alene band is keeping that tradition alive and why it's so meaningful to the families they honor. Next on 4 News Now.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on 4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. The train is right on time. Grand Funk Railroad still shining on tour. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 16th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 14th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Backed by popular demand, it's a 48-hour sale at Findlay Honda Spokane.
Where you get to save thousands on all new and used vehicles and pay what our Findlay Honda Spokane employees pay. This week on 3rd Street, downtown Spokane.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Doug Jr.
Of course. 3rd grade is when I learned Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, a little snug. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Huge thanks to Horizon Credit Union for helping us bring together Veterans Community Response and the Washington State Fallen Heroes Association. We couldn't have done it without you, and we made some great improvements. The 4 News Now Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
This tax season, Walker's Furniture is giving you a sales tax discount equal to double or triple the sales tax. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can save now and pay over time. This week at Walker's.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. But they all just fade away. But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
Over 150 bagpipers and drummers came to Coeur d'Alene over the summer to honor 2 fallen firefighters. Now, the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department hopes to return the favor. They're raising money to travel to 2 fallen firefighter memorials this year.
And the family of a fallen firefighter is stepping up to make sure they're able to go. Derek Strom spoke with that family about their donation.
Fallen firefighter memorials are often accompanied by pipe and drum bands who perform around the world honoring firefighters who died in the line of duty. That was the case over the summer for the memorials of Battalion Chiefs Frank Harwood and John Morrison, who were killed in the Canfield Mountain ambush. But a few years before that, pipe and drum players from the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department performed at the memorial for Division Chief Bill Wright from the Timberlake Fire Protection District.
It was just amazing. And then to have so many local firefighters and outlying, departments come was just, it was a great honor for him, and he deserved it.
So when Wright's family found out the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department's band was raising money to perform at memorials around the country, they donated $5,000 to make those trips possible. Wright's family says it was so meaningful to them to have local pipe and drum players come to the memorial and honor a fallen firefighter, and they hope this donation will help honor other fallen firefighters around the country in the same way. The pipe and drum band says this donation will give them enough money to go to Maryland for the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial, but they still need donations to attend the International Association of Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Colorado Springs in September.
Not going to these memorials is simply not an option, and so we're relying upon fundraising to help send our community members who participate and volunteer their time.
Members of the band say they will have fundraising events coming up in the spring, and they also have a donation link on their website. In Coeur d'Alene, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Rain will be tapering off in downtown Spokane here in the next hour or so, leaving us with cloudy skies and the possibility of a few sprinkles. Temperatures, meanwhile, will maintain readings in the 40s through about 10, 11 o'clock, and then we'll start cooling down as we clear out. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating Cooling. Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at kxly.com/seniorliving. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit kxly.com/seniorliving today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
Whoa. How are you doing that?
I just started banking with ICCU.
ICCU?
Best banking experience of my life. Smart technology, great rates, benefits with my checking. Plus, it's just nice to talk to people who actually care.
And that made you able to lift a bazillion pounds?
You tell me. Hey, you got any more 45s back there?
Everything you need for your banking and everything you love about a credit union. ICCU. Life's greener here.
What kind of a book is it?
It's a love story.
The Notebook is now a romantic Broadway musical for the ages, full of butterfly-inducing highs.
Why didn't you write to me?
I wrote you a letter every day for a year.
Based on the best-selling novel that inspired the iconic film. Fall in love again at The Notebook.
March 17th through the 22nd at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Pump up the volume.
Go ahead. Crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. And with USPS Ground Advantage, your packages stay in our secure network, dock to door, nationwide. For full visibility, near real-time tracking, affordable pricing, for peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage.
Who could have wanted a rising football star dead?
It's heartbreaking. Everybody's a suspect. It wasn't the police that discovered this key witness. It was ESPN.
Place under arrest.
2020, Friday night on ABC and stream on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Well, Chris is joining us here at the desk. I was just telling Derek that I can hear the rain above us.
On the roof, you can hear the pitter-patter of the rain hitting.
I can also hear it in the leak that is in our engineers.
We're not feeling it, though. That's a good thing.
No, we do have one tiny little leak, but it has a bucket under it. But I hear the splashing, so that means it's been raining pretty good, because it has to rain pretty hard for that to happen, and that is what is happening. Right now, I'm zoomed in on our Doppler radar because I want to show you one particular trouble spot. I hate to see these darker oranges and yellows along I-90 because I know it's still a busy time on the roads, and boy, the combination of the dark and standing water on the road can really make things tricky. That's between Liberty Lake and Post Falls, and then we've got that heavy rain further to the north coming down. Zoom out a little bit. Again, there is a back edge to this precipitation, and that will be moving through later this evening. Still the potential for a sprinkle here or there this evening and overnight, but a lot of that rain will be moving into North Idaho. Still coming down pretty good on portions of the northern Palouse. 4 things to know about your weather. A sprinkle or two possible in Spokane on Thursday. Showers possible Friday. Looks like they're going to hold off until Friday night. Gusty winds Sunday and Monday, and we spring forward this weekend. Daylight saving time starts. It'll be light at this time next week. Taking a look at a broader view on our satellite and radar in motion. Again, a back edge to this precipitation. That doesn't mean that we won't have a sprinkle or two behind it, but most of the wet weather will be gone. Our Futurecast, starting off at our current time, takes that rain into North Idaho by 10 o'clock. Most of the wet weather will be out of eastern Washington. We stay dry through the start of the day on Thursday. Here's 7 a.m. and we'll be seeing some clouds, a few more in and out of the clouds, partly sunny skies. As we get into the afternoon, showers redeveloping, mostly convective showers over the mountains of North Idaho. Wouldn't rule out a sprinkle tomorrow afternoon in Spokane. Thursday night, we are clear. And then we see some precipitation trying to cross the Cascades, but it looks like it's going to hold off until Friday night. Here's Friday night at 8:30 with that rain moving into Omak, Grand Coulee, and Moses Lake. That may be keeping it a little bit slower than what happens in reality. But tomorrow we are dry for the most part, only a 10% chance of measurable rain. A little bit of a breeze out of the west-southwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts to 20 miles per hour. And we still have the potential for some mountain snow. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the 40s and 50s. 52 in downtown Spokane. Will be in the upper 40s elsewhere around the region. 51 in Meade, 51 in Millwood. Our chance of rain, meanwhile, 40% on Friday. Again, that looks like it's mostly at night, and that will be over by Saturday. Hit and miss showers, and then next Wednesday, that 60% chance of precipitation may fall in the form of some snow, because we do have some cooler weather on the way, mixed with rain. We have windy conditions. Meanwhile, as I mentioned, Sunday and Monday, I'll be back with your 7-day forecast once again. I'll take a closer look in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Around the nation now, alleged social service fraud in Minnesota is still in the spotlight on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and State Attorney General Keith Ellison appearing before the House Oversight Committee, Jacqueline Lee explains why some lawmakers say Walz failed the people of Minnesota.
Do you solemnly swear?
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and State Attorney General Keith Ellison appeared on Capitol Hill today, testifying before the House Oversight Committee about alleged fraud in the state's social services programs.
In Minnesota, if you defraud public programs, if you steal taxpayer money, we'll find you, we'll prosecute you, we'll convict you, and we'll throw you in jail.
Committee Chairman James Comer accused state leaders of ignoring warnings from more than 30 whistleblowers.
What we've uncovered in Minnesota is not a paperwork error or a few bad actors slipping through the cracks. It is sustained failure of leadership. Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison were warned repeatedly. Auditors raised red flags. Employees sounded alarms. Invoices didn't make sense. And still, the money kept flowing.
But Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison defended their actions and said the allegations were being used as rationale for Operation Metro Surge, when the Trump administration deployed more than 3,000 federal immigration enforcement agents into the state.
Operation Metro Surge did nothing to address fraud in our state. It harmed our economy, it scarred our people, and it dealt a devastating blow to fraud enforcement in Minnesota.
The hearing grew fiery after various GOP House members questioned Walz for what they say is failing to stop fraudulent funding and calling on Ellison to resign.
You are not leading. You're not leading.
The committee, alleging an investigation, found criminals stole about $9 billion in taxpayer funds meant to feed children, house low-income and disabled Americans, and provide health care to those on Medicaid.
Last week, the Trump administration announced it is withholding more than $250 million in Medicaid funds from Minnesota, claiming widespread fraud. Yesterday, the state sued, calling it unlawful. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Gonzaga's Graham Ike just capped off one of the most dominant seasons in the country, earning West Coast Conference Player of the Year.
We'll show you how he credits his teammates for the honor and what's next for the Bulldogs as they head into the WCC semifinals. And a New York courtroom could decide the future of concert tickets. We'll show you how Live Nation and Ticketmaster are being accused of monopolizing the industry and why Taylor Swift's Eras Tour is at the center of the case.
Plus, it's not just at the gas pump. The conflict in Iran could hit Americans' wallets in more ways than one. We'll break down how higher oil and shipping costs could affect everything from flights to everyday goods.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
It's the Kelly Clarkson Show.
All new weekdays.
Watch Kelly Clarkson weekdays at 2.
It's our anniversary at Perfection Tire, proudly serving drivers in the Northwest since 1962.
We're celebrating with Cooper Tire rebates and deals on all your favorite brands.
The same great service you counted on for over 60 years. Nobody beats perfection.
Two little boys, one unshakable bond.
There's just something about that friendship that's just different.
I'm Kirsten O'Connor with 4 News Now. Those two boys live nearly 200 miles apart, but share the same diagnosis, leukemia.
He was hospitalized for 3 weeks straight.
Through setbacks and victories.
Slowly seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
And just being kids.
It's video games.
The friendship helping them both heal. Thursday on 4 News Now at 6.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola. Dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park, where it's always 84 degrees. Ride North America's longest gondola to epic snow tubing and endless skiing and boarding. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain Resort. Book today at silvermt.com.
Okay, I brought you guys all here today because I want the Easy Home Buyer to buy more homes than ever this year, and I need new ideas.
We could blow up a house. That'd be cool.
Or we could just keep reminding people that we pay a high value for their home and we can close quickly in 14 days. And there are no closing costs.
I like it.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
It's our anniversary at Perfection Tire, and we wanted to say thank you.
Come celebrate with Cooper Tire rebates and special pricing on all our favorite tire brands, backed by the best warranties in town and local service you can trust.
Nobody beats perfection.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
On your screen right now, video of a U.S. submarine sinking an Iranian warship with a single torpedo as the Pentagon says it is ramping up efforts in the Middle East. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth saying today, cautioning Americans the operation is still in its, quote, early days.
He says the next phase is for U.S. and Israeli air forces to take complete control of Iranian skies. So far, more than 1,000 people have been killed in Iran since the war began, while American civilians in the region scramble to evacuate.
An airport's been attacked or the airspace is closed, then we can have the planes lined up to go, but we can't get them to land because we don't have the permissions to land there. So that's the challenge, but rest assured, we are confident that we are going to be able to assist every American.
A spokesperson telling ABC News the State Department is aware of more than 17,000 Americans who safely returned to the U.S. since fighting began, and that its task force has helped 6,500 of those travelers. The conflict in Iran is shaking up energy markets and the economy across the globe.
We have already seen gas prices go up, but the pump isn't the only place you could feel the squeeze. Karen Kaifa explains how an extended conflict could impact your wallet.
One of the most obvious consumer effects of the Middle East conflict, gas prices jumping alongside oil prices, and energy prices touch a lot of other consumer goods and services, which is one reason economists say a prolonged war could further crunch household budgets.
Economists say the impact of the Iran war on the U.S. economy will depend upon how long it lasts.
If instead of 4 weeks, we're talking about 4 months or longer, very different discussion. So duration is key to economic impact.
The conflict in the Middle East has sent crude oil prices soaring, a spike playing out at the gas pumps this week. Meghna Maharishi, airline reporter for Skift, says higher oil prices could eventually impact the cost of flying.
It is hard to tell how much an increase in jet fuel prices might impact airfares, just because airfares are mostly a product of supply and demand, but jet fuel is definitely a factor.
Covering higher transportation costs, whether by air or truck, impacts companies' bottom lines. The conflict is also prompting shipping vessels to avoid the Strait of Hormuz off Iran's southern coast. Michael Goldman, general manager for North America at Karu Containers, says taking the long way costs more.
We're seeing the routes that ships having to take be much longer, much more costly, going around the Horn of Africa instead of going through the Strait of Hormuz and the Red Sea. And we're definitely seeing cost increases to the carriers to make those journeys.
Uncertainty about whether companies will increase the price of their goods and boost inflation may encourage the Federal Reserve to keep interest rates steady, delaying relief to American consumers collectively carrying record household debt from higher mortgage, credit card, and auto loan balances.
The Fed likes to take a wait-and-see approach to how certain factors will play out in the economy, and the central bank was already facing uncertainty after the Supreme Court struck down President Trump's emergency tariffs last month. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
All right, still ahead, one long, empty dorm at Eastern Washington University is about to come down.
Why the 61-year-old building is being replaced and how the new residence hall aims to give students more privacy and a neighborhood feel on campus.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Backed by popular demand, it's a 48-hour sale at Findlay Honda Spokane,
where you get to save thousands on all new and used vehicles and pay what our Findlay Honda Spokane employees pay. This week on 3rd Street, downtown Spokane.
Even on an antidepressant, there are days I feel stuck in my head. Depression symptoms like lack of interest and negative thoughts can hold me back. I wanted to break through. I asked about Vraylar. Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant significantly reduces overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, nausea, constipation, insomnia, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Thinking of updating my kitchen. Thinking of redoing our kitchen. We are finally updating our kitchen.
For all those people who never seem to get around to
Breakfast
it,
nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving. Really?
Really? At home or in person. That's guidance from Chase.
If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident,
the best time to call an attorney is as soon as possible.
The second best time?
Right now.
Call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Don't miss this opportunity to get a home makeover from Walkers.
Graham Ike has teamed up with Walkers Furniture to provide one lucky winner with an incredible home makeover. Just go to walkerscares.com and see how you can enter to win.
Sunday, March 8th, 2026, Spokane County Fair and Expo Center, 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Operating model railroads, railroad art, memorabilia, and more. Buy and sell all scales, Z, N, H, O, S, O, and G. Admission $8, 12 and under free. Get details at rivercitymodelers.org.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, you're looking at Dryden Hall on the Eastern Washington University campus. Soon, this 61-year-old building will be demolished. That's because the university announced it's building a new dorm in its place.
And the project will cost over $50 million that the university says will help modernize the campus. Madeline Mullins takes us to Cheney and shares student and staff reactions and when people can expect to move in.
On a rainy spring day, as Eastern Washington students hurry back to their dorms, one residence hall sits quiet and empty.
Nobody currently lives there, so we're just going to replace some of our dated, less desirable infrastructure.
Dryden Hall was built 61 years ago, and this summer it will be torn down as the school makes room for a brand new dorm.
It's been a long time in the making, and the university is really committing to the students of the future, which is really exciting.
The new building will hold up to 400 students and will offer more suite-style rooms and areas with more privacy. The university says these plans were created using student feedback.
This new dorm will be built next to 2 other residential halls that are already here on campus, and the goal is to create a neighborhood-style feel for the students.
Sharing amenities, an opportunity for students to engage not just in the community of their specific building, but across the system to really feel that like Eastern community and spirit.
One student who lived in the dorms says this new building is needed.
I'm a tour guide, so a lot of students, when they hear about like Pierce and Anderson, Sonamzu, and Streeter being the only options, it's kind of like, oh, like we need another option. So I feel like that would be really nice.
Eventually, Eastern says this new dorm will phase out another outdated residence hall that students are currently in. But right now, it's focusing on getting this one built.
Some of that will depend on the size of our student population. So we're constantly monitoring enrollment, and we want to make sure that we have plenty of housing available to our students.
While demolition starts this summer, the new dorm is not expected to be open until fall of 2028. In Cheney, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Well, it's been a soggy Wednesday, but the rain will soon start to taper off.
Just as predicted, I might add. Our meteorologist really knew that this was going to be our wet day. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining us now. And yeah, it is pretty green behind you, Chris.
Yes, and the yellows and oranges along I-90 between Spokane Valley and Post Falls, that is a concern with the evening rush tapering off, but still a lot of traffic out there with standing water on the road. And that heavier rain goes all the way up toward Newman Lake and beyond. We'll zoom out a little bit here and show you actually all the way up to Newport. We are seeing some of that heavier precipitation. Meanwhile, drying out in Deer Park, Chewelah, in Cheleum, but it is going to be a sprinkle or two still possible yet this evening, despite the fact that there's a pretty pronounced back edge pushing its way through Spokane right now, making its way through the West Plains. Behind it, again, maybe a sprinkle or two yet this evening, but the heavier precipitation is going to be wrapping up. Temperatures right now are primarily in the 40s. It's 44 in Spokane, 42 degrees in Coeur d'Alene right now. Definitely cooler than this time yesterday. 6 degrees cooler in Spokane, 7 degrees cooler in Coeur d'Alene than this time yesterday, 5 degrees cooler in St. Mary's. But we're not going to cool down very rapidly from this point on. We've got the clouds. The precipitation will be tapering off to just a few sprinkles here in the next hour. I will be back with your Thursday forecast. Plus, it is Wildlife Wednesday in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. A bill that would ban both federal and local law enforcement from wearing masks in Washington is moving forward. The State House passed Senate Bill 5855 along party lines. It now returns to the Senate for final approval before heading to the governor's desk, who supports the measure. The bill would bar most law enforcement from wearing masks on duty, with exceptions for undercover work, protective gear, and religious coverings. Supporters say it is about accountability, especially amid concerns over masked federal immigration agents. Republicans argue the policy could put officers at risk and may face a legal challenge. If signed, the law would take effect immediately.
Well, let's head back to the Numerica Veterans Arena, where State B basketball games take up more than 12 hours of court time today and tomorrow.
Yeah, Jack Wallace joins us again inside. It's loud and it's exciting. Jack, where are we with energy levels at hour 9?
I would say the energy levels are still pretty darn high. We got a couple guys here that are bringing it, Shirley for the Freeman Scotties and their game today. We got Cole and Raya. Both you guys have been getting crazy all game long. How cool is it to see your team on a court like this in an arena like this?
It's hype. I'm ready. I want us to win.
I'm excited. It's been a year since we were here last year, and I'm just excited. And seeing this game so far, it's been razor thin so far. Score is 40-40, 6 minutes to go in the game. I mean, how cool has it been to watch these guys play this year and to be here to watch alongside your friends?
It's impressive. I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
I've never touched a basketball, but still, I understand the struggle, and I'm hyped. I want them to win. I want them to win bad.
I'm excited. I played basketball, but obviously I didn't make it. It's all good, though. I'm just excited for my friends out there and my guys, and I'm just excited for them. I know we have a few more games coming up if Freeman keeps on advancing, but just how amazing would that be to see your guys win a state title on this court in just a few days? That'd be incredible. Yeah, I'm excited.
Could wish for nothing more. I want them boys to be happy. They've been trying hard, fighting hard. Been watching them all through the season. It's impressive. They deserve it, honestly.
Well, it's been great to cover this team and all these teams all day long here at these Class B tournaments. But we also have one team that's a little bit further away in the Gonzaga Bulldogs coming up in the WCC tournament. They're all gearing up over the next few days. And with that, they have the WCC Player of the Year, Graham Ike, who has been simply sensational all season long, pulling together one of the greatest seasons we've seen from a Gonzaga player recently. At least you got to go back a few years, back to Drew Timme's 2023 season, so it's pretty awesome. Looking back at it, he earned the first WCC Player of the Year since Drew Timme, again, the 21st overall. Ike leads the nation in career points, second in rebounds, recorded 13 double-doubles this season, and notched 3 30-point performances, including tying a career high. But for Ike, this award means something bigger than individual recognition.
In order for me to win that Player of the Year award, I couldn't have done it without my teammates, truthfully, because they give me the ball. They have my back in times where I need them the most. So it meant something to me, but I thought it should be more to the team, because even though it was given to me, I felt like it was more of a team deal.
The whole Zags team looks ahead to the West Coast Conference Tournament, where they play in the semifinals round this Monday. For the rest of the WCC tournament, we have the Washington State women up first against the last place Seattle U Redhawks, then the WSU men on Friday against the winner of Pepperdine and Portland, that game tomorrow evening. Both Zags teams play in the semifinals. The women could be against either San Diego, St. Mary's, San Francisco, Pepperdine, or Santa Clara, and the men could face any of those teams the Cougs are around, plus either San Francisco or Oregon State. And so while the tournaments go on in Vegas, we'll still here covering this game. You may have just heard the crazy crowd pop. The Freeman just hit a three. The score right now, 48-42 with 4 minutes left. It's a great game here in Spokane Arena. We're going to bring you the highlights from this one, plus Elmira Cooley Heartline coming up at 9 o'clock tonight, and all the other great games from today. You can catch all of that on 4 News Now at 10 o'clock at Nightside. Can't wait to bring y'all all the great highlights from another great day of basketball. Reporting in Spokane Arena, I'm Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
All right. Jack, thank you so much. The Inland Northwest continues to attract new residents, with Spokane County's population growing more than 16% over 12 years. Kootenai County saw even bigger growth at 32%. Our Robin Nance spoke to Coeur d'Alene's new mayor, Dan Gookin, who says growth is good, but it also creates challenges, including traffic, housing, and public safety costs.
What's the opposite of growth is dying, you know? I mean, how does a ghost town become a ghost town? Well, it stops growing.
Mayor Gookin proposes a tourist tax to offset first responder costs during the busy summer months.
When you go to any other city in the world and you're paying your hotel, there's a city tax on there. There's a bed tax. We don't have that.
To see other ways he wants to deal with the challenges of a growing city, watch Robin Nance's special report on KXLY.com. Well, mortgage rates have fallen below 6% for the first time in 3 years, and many homeowners are wondering if now is the time to refinance.
We'll show you what to consider before making that move, and from sold-out shows to sky-high fees, Live Nation is now on trial in a case that could break up the company. Why the Justice Department says Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour is a prime example of a broken ticket system and what it could mean for fans.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry.
Nothing comes easy, whether in the garden or the kitchen. Every meal starts with heart, hustle, and a whole lot of hard work. And your finances should work just as tirelessly as you do. Ascend Checking from P1FCU can earn you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees, no gimmicks, just rewards for the work that you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
What kind of a book is it?
It's a love story.
The Notebook is now a romantic Broadway musical for the ages, full of butterfly-inducing highs.
Why didn't you write to me?
I wrote you a letter every day for a year.
Based on the best-selling novel that inspired the iconic film. Fall in love again at The Notebook.
March 17th through the 22nd at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Act now and receive a shopping cart valued up to $3,000 when you invest in new Infinity replacement windows.
Built with durable fiberglass frames, Infinity windows are 3 times stronger than Andersen frames and 8 times stronger than any vinyl window frame. Infinity replacement windows are available exclusively through Residential Home Solutions. Call 892-6460 or go to residentialhs.com to schedule your free estimate and get all the details. Residential Home Solutions. Windows custom fit for life.
At Parker Toyota, our commitment to you begins the moment you drive off the lot in your new vehicle.
We have more Toyota Master Diagnostic technicians than anyone in the Northwest.
That means our technicians are the most experienced at identifying and fixing any mechanical issues, ensuring that your Toyota receives the care it deserves.
Open 7 days a week. Call or go online to schedule your appointment at parkertoyota.com.
Scrubs is certified fresh and all new.
You in?
Yes. I'm in.
Actually don't have a seat for you.
Oh, I wasn't asking. I'll bring the bean. Scrubs, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
The new defense against school shooters, drones. How they can take down the bad guys in seconds. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Welcome back. For years, music fans have complained that concert ticket prices are too high.
They're crazy high, but a trial is now underway to try to bring those prices down. At the center of the trial is the question, is Live Nation a monopoly? ABC's Sophie Flay has the story.
The trial that could lead to the breakup of Live Nation is underway in New York. A jury set to decide whether the entertainment giant, which combined with Ticketmaster in 2016, is driving up prices in the music industry. In opening statements, a Justice Department lawyer pointed to the pre-sale event for Taylor Swift's Eras Tour in 2022, when Ticketmaster's site was overwhelmed and crashed, saying, "This case is about power, the power of a monopolist to control competition. Today, the concert ticket industry is broken."
The debacle that was trying to get tickets for the Eras Tour is at the heart of this case because Ticketmaster and Live Nation can't get away from how horrible that experience was for so many people.
The government claims Live Nation uses strong-arm tactics to control the industry, such as demanding artists use its promotion services in order to perform at its venues and pressuring major venues into signing deals. Live Nation's attorney disputes those claims, saying the government is cherry-picking examples, saying the marketplace is more competitive than ever, and blaming not the company but online bots for the Taylor Swift ticket sale debacle. An executive who oversees Taylor Swift's tours is among those set to testify at the trial.
Leading into the trial, Live Nation actually won a major argument, having the judge agree to dismiss some of the claims that the company had monopolized concert promotions and bookings. But the company still has to defend itself against claims that it pressures venues to sign exclusive ticketing deals and makes artists use its concert promotion services.
The trial is expected to last 6 weeks. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Spring is here, and that means migration for our feathered friends. It is Wildlife Wednesday. Here's just one of a few. Mark Vogt spotted this Clark's nutcracker this week. They are a rare sight. They only migrate for about 5 days through the inland Northwest in groups of about 50. They're here today, gone tomorrow. What a great photo. I have more migrating buddies coming up after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with his electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
So, how's college?
Well, I'm part of a team studying ways to improve care for congestive heart failure.
Management of fuels that make wildfires grow beyond control.
I'm focusing on feedlot management, taking a holistic approach to raising livestock.
With a digital optimization toolkit to collect data in real time.
To improve feed efficiency and overall health.
Expanding healthcare access to rural Idahoans.
Whoa, glad we got you on the job.
Hey, Chad here from the Easy Home Buyer. If you want to know how easy it is to sell your house fast, just pull out your phone and scan this QR code. It's that simple.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive comes in. Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through March 31st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Court.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of five-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Just how much cash did Coeur d'Alene Casino pay out last year? If you guessed over 90 million, jackpot. That's over 90 million reasons to try your luck this year at Coeur d'Alene Casino, where winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
He's puffing his feathers, man. I don't like it.
He's getting mad.
Look at him, bro. He's bucking up.
That's an officer from the Cobb County Police Department in Georgia dealing with a very non-compliant turkey named Henry. As you can see, Henry just would not get out of the road, and he wasn't exactly the most friendly about it either.
Get out of here, Henry!
After a few minutes and a few laughs and turkey calls, officers finally managed to get Henry out of the road. This is super relatable to people here in the Inland Northwest, as some of those turkeys, they just don't care that you're trying to get by on the roads.
My mom always tells the story of right after I had Noah, she was bringing Gwen to the hospital, Sacred Heart, and there was a whole line of the South Hill turkeys, and they couldn't get by to go visit her new grandson.
Yeah.
No, I see them almost every day on my way to work, and we should be on the national news with our turkeys.
Got to bring out our phone and film.
Yeah, Henry has got nothing on us. Speaking of, let's enjoy some wildlife. Oh, I love the spring. Everybody is just a little early, I think. Courtney Litwin shared this photo of a migrating sandhill crane. Sandhill Crane Festival isn't until the 20th of March, so a little early. Our nice warm weather probably has people ready to head through on its way to Alaska to spend the summer, as one does. Larry Crumpleman spotted these tundra swans on Coeur d'Alene's Chain Lakes. Look at the synchronicity here of these cranes in flight and their black flippers hanging down below. What a spectacular image, Larry. I love this one. They're on their way they'll be here for about 2 weeks, and then they head further to the north for their summer plans. And I just wanted to, before you got too sad about everybody coming and going, this beautiful moose from Ron Burdick is going to hang around. It's got a good spot there. It looks like Turnbull National Wildlife Refuge in the Pussy Willows, just enjoying a nice late winter, early spring day. On our radar right now, we have got rain in progress through the Idaho and Washington Palouse, up through the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, all along the state border there. But you can see we are drying out. The spot right here where our radar is located, that is out on Rambo Road in Airway Heights. And so we have definitely got an end in sight to our precipitation. 4 things to to know about your weather. A sprinkle or two possible Thursday, mainly in North Idaho. Showers possible on Friday, mostly late in the day. Gusty winds Sunday and Monday, the strongest winds coming in Sunday night. We do spring forward this weekend. For tomorrow, there is only a 10% chance of measurable rain. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies. Could see wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. And our temperatures will be running a little bit above average. Our average high is in the mid-40s. We'll top out right around 50 degrees. We do have additional chances for precipitation. Boy, does this look like a spring forecast. A little bit of wind, a few hit and miss showers, and possibly this time next week, we bring back the potential for some valley snow.
I thought I saw some snowflakes on there. Chris, thanks so much. Well, for the first time in 3 years, mortgage rates have dipped below 6%.
But before you rush to refinance, experts say there's more to consider than just the rate. Jen Sullivan breaks down the pros and cons.
Mortgage rates are starting to come down. For the first time since 2022, the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate fell to 5.98%, according to Freddie Mac. So if your rate is higher than that, should you think about refinancing?
I typically tell people that you need to have at least 1% or more in terms of the gap between what you have and what you could have.
Stephen Cates with personal finance site Bankrate says home buyers whose 30-year fixed mortgage is at 7% or higher may be good candidates for refinancing. Even a small change in your interest rate can save you thousands of dollars a year depending on your loan. But he says you really need to look at how much you'll be saving each month with a lower rate and what it's going to cost you to refinance, because it's an expensive and timely process.
Your new mortgage, your refinance, even if it's with the same bank, is essentially an all-new loan that pays off the old one.
There may be multiple fees associated with refinancing, like all of these closing costs. Bankrate estimates it typically costs you between 2 to 6% of the new loan amount. So if you're refinancing a $300,000 mortgage, it could cost you between $6,000 to as much as $18,000.
The lower you can get, the easier it's going to be to see those savings in real time.
Kate says you don't have to refinance with your current lender. And because of that, he suggests shopping around for the best rate. And make sure your credit score is good. The higher your score, the lower your rate. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Davis, can you hand me the instruction manual?
Nope, not in here.
Oh, yeah. I left it in the truck. Be right back. Okay, so if we just do this. How'd you do that?
Hey, I told you I've been practicing.
I could see that. Excellent work. On to the next one.
Call Bills at 208-777-5528 today to schedule your $59 tune-up.
This season, your refund goes further.
At all Walker's Furniture and Mattress locations. For a limited time, we're giving you a sales tax discount equal to double or triple the sales tax, so you can refresh your space for much less with the tax break you need and the comfort you deserve.
Plus, with no money down, special financing for 5 years, you can save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
If you're concerned about how you want to direct how your property will go at the time of your death, then you should consider a will or a trust. It's laid back. They just sit down and meet with me, and I ask them what they own and just give me a general idea of what they own, and then we discuss whether or not a will or a trust is the best. After we're done, they're just relieved. They're relieved that it's over, and they just say, oh, I have peace of mind now. And I love giving somebody peace of mind.
Hey, we need to talk. You've changed. I deserve better.
Tax refund season is here. Make it count with store-wide savings at Skelton's Carpet One. Save big on hardwood flooring, waterproof laminate, LVP, carpet, and tile. Upgrade the surface your life happens on with store-wide savings at Skelton's Carpet One in Lewiston.
At 4 News Now, We're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Rain will be tapering off, mostly dry Thursday. There is a chance of some afternoon shower activity, mainly in North Idaho, and that includes some mountain snow showers.
Okay, Chris, thanks so much.
All right, we are happy that you're here with us at 10 o'clock now and at 11. See you then.